hyped. It's exciting. Let's do it. Let's fucking go.
Wow!
All right.
Honestly, that scream hyped me up.
Yeah.
I'm in it now.
All right, let's do it. Welcome in, everybody, back to episode 2 of Avara. We're jumping back in here. Hi, I'm Darren. I'll be your DM this evening. I'm joined with Kara.
Hello.
I'm joined with Storm.
Hello, hello, hello.
And I'm joined with Des.
Hi.
Joined by, not joined with, but hey,
I mean, you
are
are joined with me as well. We are married.
Yes, I'm joined with one of them.
I was about to say, I was like joined with and at the hip.
Exactly. We are conjoined.
Exactly. All 4 of us, it turns out, are just one conjoined quadruplet.
Yeah, we're a blob.
Yeah, exactly.
4 goblins in a trench coat.
Perfect. Cool. All right. We'll start with a recap of what happened last episode. Previously, we met our player characters, starting with Maevelba Ashhelm, who picked up sandwiches for her family at Nordak's corner store. She brought the sandwiches back to the family's penthouse apartment, where we met 6 out of her 8 older brothers and her mother, before heading back out to pick up a repaired pocket watch for Nord. We then met Kira, who was returning to her boyfriend's apartment, where she discovered that he was not, in fact, the dark and mysterious author of her favorite fanfiction, but instead he was merely 3 goblins in a trench coat.
I felt so bad, but that was also so hilarious.
That's
The worst day of
funniest
my
thing
life.
that's ever happened, actually. Like, the fact that it was 3 and not just like, oh, this is 2 goblins. Like, the fact that there's 3 of them stacked on top of each other.
I mean, it shows that they cooperate really well.
Yeah.
I also liked the fact that Kira was so close to possibly accepting the marriage proposal, but they didn't have the swoopy hair.
Or the
Episode
guy
2,
liner.
Or the
marriage.
guy liner.
Yeah. We could have all gone to a wedding this episode.
So, after she discovered that they were just 3 goblins in a trench coat, they attempted to propose to her. Kira then proceeded to beat them up and trash their apartment before leaving to go to her favorite shop for retail therapy. Finally, we met Banabin, who has been working as an apprentice under Simon Brightwood in his tinkering shop. After putting the finishing touches on Nord's pocket watch, Maevelba entered and the 2 exchanged pleasantries before they were both rocked by a massive explosion in the market square, which opened a hole in the ground from which a wave of spider-like humanoids emerged. Maeve, Kira, and Banabin rushed into battle to protect the fleeing civilians. After defeating these creatures and taking a moment to compose themselves, 2 more explosions were heard. One to the north in the upper-class district of Eladir, and one to the east in the district of Gledig, where smoke could be seen rising from the dwarven borough of Little Dultir, which is Maeve's home. And that's where we are now. So you guys are running off towards Little Dultir together, and let's kind of go around as we kind of picture you guys just sprinting down the street. What's kind of going through everyone's heads at the moment?
Well, Maeve is probably running faster than she's ever run in her life. Because she's not like a super active chick. Very low dexterity chick. But she's hauling ass towards home. Because literally she just lost a parent. So she can't lose another one, is the thought process there. It's like, fuck, my dad just died. Like, please let my mom be alive. Please.
Yeah, thinking about your
mom. It has not been long enough for me to process this.
You haven't gone through the full grief cycle
Yeah,
yet.
literally.
Still got more to do there.
Way too much to do in terms of the grief cycle. So she's just hauling ass thinking about her mom.
Yeah, you're definitely in the lead there, sprinting as fast as possible. Bannerman?
Banabin's probably, she's also running with less kind of passion and intention as Maeve is, but mostly just because she continuously is seeing parts of Maeve's armor that needs tinkering and fixing, so
Yeah.
it's just a constant
Chasing
run
after her to fix her outfit.
Yes, it's literally chasing afterwards.
Wait, come back.
Banabin is not very quiet. So she's just, you hear like the sound, just imagine the sound of someone carrying too much metal.
Yep.
Yeah,
like,
a bag of coins.
bag of
is
coins,
sort of level.
Clinking, yeah.
and then a couple like add a few. I imagine like
Throw a couple maracas, a tambourine in there.
maracas, some pans, some frying pans,
Yep.
a skillet, just everything.
She's clanging down the street.
It's a clink, clank, clunk sort
Yeah.
of noise.
Clink, clink, clunk.
Samwise Gamgee from The Lord of the Rings.
Exactly.
Sort of thing, yeah.
But
You can
she-
hear the pots a mile away.
Oh, 100%. She cannot stealth to save her life, nor would she want to. But she's running behind with her handy dandy carrot toolkit already out, trying to catch up.
Got it. Doing her best.
Yeah, doing her best, trying to like stitch everything on Maeve's outfit. Not
Yeah.
really working, but you know,
Doing what you can.
she's doing what she can.
Perfect. Kira, where's your head at?
So when you were doing the recap, you said that I was protecting like the civilians. That is not true. I was protecting Glitter Bomb or whatever his name is, the shopkeeper
Yep,
of all
Mr.
my
Glitter Gem.
collectibles. Glitter Gem,
Glitter bomb.
Glitter Bomb.
I think we
and-
just decided that
Every
you call him
single
Glitter
time
Bomb.
he's
Yeah.
glitter bomb. Yeah.
And so that was Kira's main priority right then. And hearing that second explosion or the third explosion, she knows that the area that it came from is the metalworking part of the city where she gets her trap pants chains for her outfit. And she doesn't care about Maeve, she doesn't care about Banabin, she doesn't even know that they're going that way. She's Naruto running to arms behind her back, prancing into the distance, hair over, covering one of her eyes, and she is going to go save her favorite shopkeep from over there where she gets her stuff, because she's already lost too much today
Yeah,
and she can't lose anyone else.
exactly. Her favorite skirt got a little dirty, and that was that.
Oh,
got
and I lost
dirty.
my true love, my dark demon.
That, and then also it got dirty, but in a cool way. But she was upset because Kira was upset because she didn't get to do it.
Yeah.
It just got dirty. Just
Yeah, slightly unsymmetrical. Yeah.
How rude.
She's upset that she didn't think about it first.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, you guys are running down the street. Maeve, in the back of your head, you're already thinking, "Oh man, I'm going to be too late. This is way too far
Oh yeah.
distant."
Fully panicking.
But then you hear a honking horn behind you as a black luxury automobile comes speeding up behind you guys. You may immediately recognize this as the family car. And driving it, you see
Gotcha.
your brother Reggie, and next to him, your oldest brother Dom. The car skids to a stop right in front of you guys, like Akira style.
Yeah.
And Dom yells out the window, "Hey sis, get in, we're going to Maz."
Okay. Yeah. I probably don't even think about it. I just like swing the door open and
Perfect.
jump in.
Yeah. By the way, visually, the cars of this era of this world are think of like 1920s sort of car, like the super long hood in the front, and the back doors open backwards, that sort of thing. So the two of them are up front. You open that back door and slide into the back. Two of you guys, they look at you and you're like, "You guys with her?"
I think for Banabin, she probably tumbles into the car because she wasn't expecting the car.
Yeah.
She wasn't expecting the car and almost like ran face first into Maeve. But in her attempt to like prevent herself from stumbling, just tumbles like straight into the car. Hasn't even made eye contact with the people. Didn't
Yep.
even hear them say, "Are you with her?" She just is now suddenly in the car.
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, this is nice."
Kira, you're bringing up the rear.
How far away is the explosion? Because
It's far enough away that it would be like a 10-minute run, or maybe more like 15-20-minute run, or the drive will get you there real fast.
okay, because Kira's definitely a little bit suspicious. I don't know. Yeah, I think she would see that Maeve went in there, and like Kira kind of thinks that Maeve is a little bit cool, so she'd be like, "Yeah, okay, I guess."
I'm cool. Oh my goodness.
Oh my!
You wouldn't
goodness,
know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Maeve, make an insight check real quick.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. Fantastic. All right, cool. Yeah, I
have no idea.
You have other things going
And
on.
honestly, I don't care. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Too busy with my own shit to worry if I'm cool or not.
Perfect. So Kira, you get to the car. Now this car was definitely made for dwarves. So you kind of have to crunch a little bit to get in.
Just imagine just a clown car.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it's perfect size for everyone else, but Kira, it's a little short for
tight.
you.
I'm imagining in the movie Elf, Buddy trying to go to the bathroom.
Yes. Just like knees to chest.
Knees to chest.
Is there any way I can like hang off the back of the car? Like,
Hey, you can certainly try if you want to.
yeah, I would like to try.
All right, fantastic. You there's the trunk in the back. You can basically stand on that and try to just like hang on to the edges, like arms spread eagle, essentially.
That sounds perfect.
Perfect. Sounds good. All right, so Kira's on the back, and you guys start driving. Cool. So as you guys get in and you get a better look, just going to describe Dom and Reggie real quick. So Dom, who's the eldest brother, Dom has slicked back white hair and a long beard that's braided and adorned with all sorts of gold jewelry. His fingers are covered in gold rings, and he has a very expensive-looking gold watch on his left wrist. And then Reggie, who is currently driving, is massive. If an average dwarf is like 4'5", Reggie is 5 feet tall. So for dwarves, that's freaking huge. He's also built completely of pure muscle. And he keeps his long white hair in a top knot. And then he's got just an unkempt beard that goes down to like chest length. And of course, they're all dwergars, just like Maeve. So they've got that like dark ash skin. Cool. So car squeals off and starts driving quickly. And Dom turns around from the passenger seat to you and says, "Hey, what's going on? We just heard some explosions."
Yeah, I don't know. We got caught up at the market. There were spiders or something. I don't know.
Spiders?
I don't know.
Gotcha. Cool. So
I had to fight something.
So little guys. You were fighting.
Big guys. Bigger than us. So we gotta go.
Okay. Well,
Reggie, step on it.
Reggie, step on it. And Reggie's like, "I'm going as fast as this will go."
Step on it.
Okay, I'm going. And he tries to step on it. It goes like 5 miles per hour above, so that's good. Cool. So you guys are skidding off here. Dom's thinking about it, and he's like, were they like humanoid spider sort of guys, or?
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Sounds like chitines, maybe. Crazy.
I don't know.
All right. Hey, cool.
You know I don't know. How would I know?
Hey, I'm just throwing shit at the wall here. Gotta come up with a plan before we arrive. And then he like goes into like a mind palace moment.
Yeah, very on brand.
And the car keeps going. So you guys looking out the windows and Kira on the back, just looking around. You guys see that like the streets are starting to get a little busy with people as people are kind of like coming out of their homes, just trying to figure out what's happening, because no one's getting attacked at the moment because the explosions are too far away. But they did just hear 3 different explosions go off.
Reggie's just swerving through people
Exactly.
on the road.
Yeah. Dodging and weaving. He keeps honking the horn as they
This is like
drive
LA
by.
Noir.
You do see any guards that you see that they're all heading west to Fernwood and north to Eladir, and few, if any, are even heading east towards Gledic.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Dom
Shit asses.
Dom notices that too. He's like, "Fucking typical. Looks like we're on our own, sis."
Pigs.
Yeah.
And I start oinking at them. Just
Banabin, not 100% paying attention, goes, "Wait, are we passing pigs?"
damn right.
You
I'm
just,
just
earned
sitting in
another,
the back seat with my arms crossed.
You just earned another cool point from Kira. Kira's like, "Yeah, fuck the man."
Banabin not getting it is going,
Yeah.
"I don't see any pigs. Where are the curly tails?"
Awesome. So yeah, you guys keep driving here, and you eventually reach the Gledic area. You've gotten closer. You can see the smokestack is quite nearby. It's only like a few blocks away. But you guys reach the 10-story apartment building that the Ashhelm family lives in. They live on the top floor in like the penthouse. But you guys arrive, and you see, as you're approaching, all 6 of your brothers, Maeve, are already in the streets. pushing back a wave of these spider-like creatures. As you guys arrive, you finally get there. Your brothers are killing the last of this group of them. And the person that deals the final blow is your mother, who is right there in the fray. She's getting the final blow with her like big iron battle axe that she wields.
Mom, I picture to be like a badass dwarven woman. She's not a Dwergar in my head.
Got it.
So she's like ginger and old and just like freckled and buff, and she's just cool as hell.
You see she's gotten some of this like some of the like green blood on her, and she like peels some off of her shoulder and spreads it across her face in like 3 lines as war paint.
Yeah.
And all the brothers are like giving her space for a second. Yeah. Like, oh, she's in a battle rage. Let's back up here.
She's in a bad fucking mood. Let's leave Mom alone.
Cool. So car skids to a stop. Dom gets out. He's immediately yelling, "All right, everyone, huddle up. We're moving with a plan." Reggie jumps in with that.
Yeah, I'm huddling up as well. Because I'm assuming that this plan is going to be about saving the neighborhood. So we gotta save the neighborhood.
Gotta save the neighborhood.
Banabin's following close behind because now that Maeve is not running, she's like, I can finally,
I'm like huddled over.
I can fix her armor.
You see everyone's like huddled up in a circle, and you're like in the middle of the circle working on the front of her.
Just everybody, and not really paying attention, not really making any sort of eye contact. Just we'll work on Maeve. We'll see someone else has like just their armor's just awful, like so many holes.
You get some like weird looks, but then they notice that you're actually doing a good job, and they're like, "All right, free labor, I'll take it."
They're like, "All right, if we don't have to pay her."
Kira's standing off to the side, like leaning against like one of those like city trees and like acting like she's not listening, but also listening very intently.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, if she had cigarettes,
she's just in
she
the
would definitely be
neighborhood.
smoking them.
Yeah, she's just here, you know.
Yeah. I love it. Cool. So Dom gets everyone together. He's like, all right, we got to save the neighborhood. Here's the plan. We'll split up into 4 teams. Murray and Benny, you'll head up to the intersection at Coach and Anchoret. Russ and Harry, you're going to Slop Street. Maeve and Reggie, I want you at Nord's. Ricky and Hank, you'll join me at the epicenter of the explosion. Looks like it's somewhere near Beacon Street. I want everyone to draw as much attention to yourselves as you can. We need to get these things away from the civilians. Work your zones, then meet us at the explosion site. Let's earn that protection money, people. Ashhelms are the gold standard. Dom shouts that, the family motto.
Yeah, everybody else shouts it too. We all shout it back.
Everyone shouts
gold
it together.
Standard.
Everyone takes their weapons and bangs it onto their chest 3 times in unison. Very cool.
Banabin whimpers because it's dented part of the armor. I just fixed that.
Exactly. Everyone gets a little bit of a scratch, and it's like, yeah, that's normal. And so everyone breaks. Dom yells out, hey, restock your ammo and potions at the car before you head out. And then Dom steps away, and he heads over to Kira and tries to get Banabin and you together as a group. And he looks at you guys, Kira and Banabin, and he's just basically like, so can you guys fight? You gonna help out?
Oh yeah, I can fight.
I mean, I'm more of a
smoky,
tinkering,
cool voice.
I'm
Not
more
even
of a
looking at
tinkering
them.
kind of person, but I mean, I'm happy to help with that, whatever y'all need.
Hey, we can always use the support. Well, I'll tell you what, you guys stick with Maeve. You're gonna join Reggie at Nord's.
Banabin uses this time to go, well, of course I'm going to stick with Miss Maeve right here. Y'all aren't taking care of her armor. Do you see what she's wearing?
Hey, that's her fault. Her armor, her rules.
That's not her fault. If y'all are apparently so close to her, y'all should be watching out for her, you know.
I simply like slink back and mind my business. I'm like, if she's gonna stand up for me, I'm gonna let her, and I'm not gonna say anything.
I was like, all right, I'm not gonna argue right now. Just get to the car, grab some supplies, and then head on out.
Yeah. Immediately go check the car. It's probably in the trunk of the car, with all the brothers and stuff. What's in there?
Perfect. Yeah, you head on over. Murray's taken the lead, your third eldest. He's taken the lead of getting everyone supplies and making sure that no one takes too much and is handing stuff out. So there's basically just some standard weapons in there, bunch of hand axes, a couple light crossbows, javelins. There's like a net in there. Ammo wise, there's a bunch of crossbow bolts lying around. And then he's got like a crate of potions of healing. The ones that they have are in these like little metal vials, like test tubes sort of size. And then they'd have like stamped on the side in the metal like a plus mark. And he's handing one to each person. So each of you guys get one of those, one potion of healing.
Perfect.
Woo!
And then as we're adding that, Banabin, something catches your eye that no one is immediately grabbing as far as the weapon stuff. You see the single flintlock pistol. It's got like this wood grip. It's got an iron barrel, and then the grip of it has like this inlaid brass design. And it's sitting there, kind of catches your attention as like an intricately designed weapon. It's like you don't see many of these. You might have heard of them, but they're like a very new sort of warfare invention. But
Are any of y'all gonna take this?
yeah, Murray's right there. He says, "Oh, I mean, we kind of just grabbed that as a curio. No one really. It's too impractical for us to use. But so if you want it, you can take it. It's all yours."
Of course I'm gonna take it.
All right.
Y'all are gonna probably want one of these sooner or later. I'll show y'all.
Perfect. Yeah, he takes it out and kind of just hands it to you, and along with a pouch with 10 of the round metal bullets in it, and a pouch of gunpowder. Maeve and Kira, was there anything else that you heard that sounded of interest to you?
I'll take a net.
Perfect. Yeah,
It's like fishnets, like I can multi-purpose.
You can repurpose them. Yeah. If you
Right.
don't use it, you can repurpose.
Yeah, exactly. So you can add that to your inventory. It actually has rules attached to it, but just so you know for future reference, you make an attack roll like you would with the net, where it's like a ranged attack to throw it onto someone. And then if you hit a large or smaller creature with the net, they're restrained, which means that attack rolls against them have advantage and their attack rolls have disadvantage, as well as their speed becomes 0, so they can't move anywhere while the net's on them. And yeah, that's it. So
Cool.
It's just a way to attack on your turn by throwing a net on someone, and then they're trapped and restrained
Until they free themselves.
until they free themselves. Yeah, exactly.
Also, Banabin is going to, as soon as she gets the flintlock, she goes ahead, she makes sure it's not loaded ahead of time, and loads it and then puts it at the ready.
Perfect. Go.
She's not running with it, but it's to where she can easily, like,
Grab it.
boom.
Perfect, yeah. It's ready, willing, and able for a quick attack if you need it.
Yes.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, let's go save my boy. Best
Perfect.
sandwiches in town.
So everyone breaks up. You guys, along with Reggie, all head to Nord's. And
Do you still have his watch?
Yeah, sure do.
Don't forget to give that to him.
I mean, we gotta hopefully save his life first, but
Well,
that's the plan.
don't forget.
Now's better than never.
Great. So you guys, it's like a quick run. Like it's nearby. It's only a few blocks away. That's why you guys usually will grab it for like breakfast sandwiches and such. So you guys run a few blocks and you arrive at Nord's, and you see the front door is closed, and you see 2 of these Kaitines are trying to break down the door to Nordak's corner store. So you immediately see 2 of these spider humanoid things, 4 arms, all trying to just break this door down. And I'm going to turn it over to you guys. They haven't seen you guys yet, so it's up to you on how you want to kind of approach this situation. His store is a corner store, so the front door is like on the corner of the 2 intersections, or of the intersection of these 2 roads, and kind of out in the open a little bit more with that.
So I'm gonna be honest. Banabin is not stealthy. So if you
either.
guys are if y'all want to try to stealth, Banabin will not be doing that.
Ditto. Maeve is also not stealthy, and stealth is not her personality at all anyway. So
you also look up at Reggie right next to you, who's just like this massive hulking mass.
My immediate thought is just hit him. Like, just run in and hit him, yeah.
Perfect.
Is my immediate thought. Please speak up if you have any objections.
I think what Banabin would want to try is, if that is the plan that we ultimately go with, as you guys are getting prepped to run, like as soon as you guys are ready to like go into action, she initially starts it with shooting them.
I'm not opposed to that. Let's do it.
Perfect.
But what did Kira want?
Well, I don't think it would be very much good if I stealth while everyone else is going in guns blazing. So I feel like the majority rules in this.
I mean, if you're planning on stealthing, though, we can let you initiate with a stealth attack, and then all run in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try that because I got a +4 to stealth. So
yeah, I was going to say, it's just that both Banabin and Maeve have negative stealth and disadvantage. So it's not going to happen for us. But if you ever want to be stealthy, lead that charge, baby.
I mean, I'll try.
Yeah, you want to kind of like sneak in behind, ninja strike, attack them before they know that you're there. Perfect. I like it.
I'm holding Reggie back.
Yeah, you guys are like a few buildings down around the corner in like an alleyway, peeking around the corner. I'm
doing all those like stealthy hand signs you see in the war movies, like hold up.
Yeah, perfect. We'll say for when combat starts, you guys are about 25 feet away in that alley there. If you wanted to shoot first, you would have to make a stealth check to fight before combat starts, or you can just let this happen, and then when it's your turn, you can open up on your own and fire.
Yeah, I mean, just I don't want to potentially ruin the attempt at stealth.
Sure.
So we're gonna. Banabin's just too excited to have the gun. So Banabin's just like, a gun!
She's so pumped.
Cool. Great. So, Kira, you're going to be opening this up with your little sneak ninja attack. So I'm going to need a stealth check from you.
Come on. I got a +4. Come on. 13.
Nice. Their passive perception is 10. Great. So
you did it!
You did do successfully. They are very preoccupied on getting this door down. You see that the door is starting to like crack in as well. So you're like, oh, here just in time. We're gonna jump into combat here. So you've successfully done it. So we're gonna start with you going. But let's go ahead and everyone roll initiative. We're gonna get all the numbers in, and then we'll jump in with combat.
12.
17.
19.
Nice.
Perfect. All right. Cool.
I have a -1 to initiative in case anybody was wondering why I always roll bad.
Cool. All right. Sounds good. So, Kira, you're up first. So you're able to sneak along. Can you go ahead and describe how what this first strike looks like?
Okay, so it's like I have a black fur, so it's like blending into the shadows of the alleyway, kind of creeping along the walls, like proper like going really fast as well. So like I'm there 1 second, and then all of a sudden all you see is some like leaves rustling, and you hear like the quiet footsteps of a ninja footsteps
I love
going
that.
closer and closer. And her eyes are like gleaming, and she is actually going to go into a rage. I don't know if I have to say that now or.
Perfect. Yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, bonus action rage to start with.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Her hair goes like, she poofs a little bit like a cat,
Perfect.
whose hair is like
Tail puffed up.
tail a little bit puffed. No, she goes.
Even during
You
a
go-
rage.
You go, yeah, and they turn around and look at you, and then you get your strike in. So go ahead and roll. You get advantage because you took them by surprise.
Oh, I love advantage.
Ain't nothing better.
15 to hit.
15. Yep, that hits. So go ahead and roll your damage.
10.
10 damage. Fantastic.
Huge. Huge
All right.
and thick and fat.
Perfect. 10 damage on this first guy. He's still up, but he looks quite hurt with that. Strike down right on him. Pull your axe back out.
Oh, that was actually a ninja strike.
Oh, gotcha.
So she
Cool.
used her claws to like get. You said that they're like spider. These are the spider people as well.
Yeah, like spider humanoids standing on 2 feet, but have 4 arms and spider heads.
Yeah. try to go for the jugular with her claws.
Perfect. Sounds good. You get another stab in with these cat's claws right into the neck. Blood everywhere as it's like it has to hold its neck to keep its blood in. It's just coughing up blood as it takes its other 3 arms and starts to strike you. Cool. Fantastic. All right. So you're good with your turn there?
Yeah.
Perfect. Banabin, you are the top of the initiative order, so you can go next.
All right. Banabin is going to take out the flintlock pistol.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to look and shoot one up and hopefully hit the one that is closest to her.
Perfect.
And not Kira.
And not Kira. She doesn't want to hit Kira.
Perfect.
Shooter,
do you want to attack the one that's already been hit, or the one that has been hit yet?
Which is closest to Banabid? Because Banabid doesn't want to hit Kira.
Sure.
And she knows that the one that has been hit is close to Kira, but she doesn't know. I don't know if
they're both like right there. I'd assume Kira would have gone for the one that's closest to you guys, to the group. So the one that's already been hit is closest, but that's also the one that Kira is right next to. But the other one is also behind Kira, so
I'll go for the one that's hurt then. Might as well get one of them down.
Perfect. Good call.
Agreed.
Good call.
I got my back to Banabin, so I'm not seeing anything, and I'm like, la 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 la, this is so much fun. I love violence, and not even knowing that there's gonna be a gunshot right next to her
Imagine
head.
how cool you're going to be, though, if you get shot.
Yeah, so cool. So cool, guys. Cool. All right, Bannerman, go to make your attack.
A 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
Oh no!
You're so worried about hitting Kira that it goes wide. It hits the front of the building and chips some of the stone off the front.
Hey!
Perfect.
In the meantime,
I'm gonna whip my head around. Kira's gonna whip her head around and be like, what the fuck? I want to die, but not today. Like, can you chill?
look, it's not my fault.
Die,
I
but
can't
not
see
today.
that
It's
fault.
hilarious.
It works out well because you said we're about 25 feet out.
Yes.
And the pistol only has a 30-foot range.
Mm-hmm.
So it works out because Banovich's just going to be like,
Perfect.
I just wasn't close enough.
It has a longer range if you use
Disadvantage.
disadvantage, but yeah, you never really want to do that, do you?
Yeah, I don't want to
Not
do
with
that.
a gun shooting into your friend.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
so
not a great idea.
Banovich's going to run up. She's going to run up close to kind of be like near about like 5-ish feet out from the full action going on.
Yes.
Because she doesn't want to get too close.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, you just run down and go into the next alleyway a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, sounds good. Great. So
in cover.
that's your movement and your action. You got anything you want to use for your bonus action, or are we saving it for?
Let me see.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think it's
no,
just
I'm
spells.
gonna. Yeah, the only other one I have is Sanctuary, and I'm gonna keep that because I have a feeling that this isn't going to be the only fight we get into, and I only have one more spell slot left. So
Cool. So save it for now.
Yep.
Sounds good. Cool. All right. So that's Banabin's turn, and we're actually going back to Kira again because we're in the regular initiative now.
Kira is gonna grab her hot pink great axe and she's gonna go in for a strike on the one that she hit before.
Perfect. Yeah, go for it.
in the meantime, while this is happening, Banovin's just like fumbling, trying to like figure out how to reload the gun.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Got it. That definitely hits.
15 damage.
15 damage. Yep, you kill it. Go ahead and...
You should think of that.
So you come in, you get that strike right to the jugular, reel back, grab your axe, and strike the same guy.
Yeah, it's when it's right after she Banabin shoots me. I like turn around and say all that stuff, and then as I'm turning back, I take my great axe out and like smash the spider guy's throat and like decapitate it.
Yeah, you
Gross.
really like decapitating these guys. We're learning something about Kira. She loves decapitations.
I mean, everybody's got their thing.
It's the coolest way to kill.
Cool. All right. It is now the Kiteen's turn. So there's just one left here. It is going to, believe it or not, attack Kira.
Who would have
What?
thought?
What?
No way!
Never.
No.
All right. So we got 3 attacks coming in. First attack is 8 to hit.
No.
How about a 13 to hit?
No.
Well, how about this? What about a 19 to hit?
Possibly.
Hooray! We got one.
Hooray! Yippee!
So, yeah, he's attacking you with these like metal daggers, one in each hand. And he hits you for 5 damage, but you're raging, so that's going to be halved to 2 piercing damage. I think you're doing all right. Cool. So 3 attacks, only 1 gets in, and it looks a little concerned. If you can kind of tell emotion from like a 6-eyed spider person. Cool. Maeve, you're up.
Oh wow, cool. I'm gonna run in and be all sturdy and loud, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try and hit him in the head with my mace.
Perfect. Go for it.
Wow, copying me.
I mean, different weapon, but whatever. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Nice soup.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
That's 5 damage.
Lovely. Sounds good.
Nice.
All right. So far, so good. You did break one of his arms, but
I mean, I'm
definitely more
sure. I
likely.
was aiming for the head, but arm makes sense.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, you got to get through the arm to get to the head. Cool. All right. Sounds good. So Reggie is up next. He's going to run in right behind you, Maeve. He's wielding a war pick, which is kind of like this. It's like a hammer, but on one end it has like this curved pick coming out the ends
Like
of
a
the
pickaxe.
points. Exactly.
He's a dwarven man.
Like half hammer on one side, the other half is a pickaxe. And he runs in with it to go ahead and strike. He gets 1 attack. He rolled a 7, so he gets an 11 to hit, which misses. And he goes for another attack on his next turn eventually. All right, so the 3 of you guys all have this chitin surrounded, basically. We've got Banabin down the road a little ways with her pistol. Speaking of Banabin, it's your turn again.
All right. So with this chitin, does Banabin have any I mean, she's about 5 feet away from the action, so she can see. But does she have a good range on she knows that the potential to hit one of her colleagues has been diminished?
So the way that this basically works is that if they're completely covered, which in this case now they are, with Kira there it wasn't so bad, but basically it means that the creature will get half cover, which is a +2 to their armor class. So they'll be a little harder to hit. You only have to worry about hitting your friends if you roll a nat 1. So,
Okay, good.
1 out of 20 chance, you're probably fine. 5%.
Hit me.
I mean, even less
Hit
because
me.
I get a +4 for my hit/DC because I'm proficient in it. So
Nice. Well, I mean, a nat 1 is still a critical fail. No matter what your
true.
bonus is to it.
dang it.
Yep. So as long as you don't roll a nat 1, you'll be fine.
So in that case, Vanabin's just going to do a poison spray.
Okay, so you want to get right up in the fray,
Yeah.
10 feet away, just behind everyone.
Yeah.
Trying
Just-
to reach the gap to get some poison in there.
She can see where the arm has been taken off, and so she's like, okay, I'm gonna aim right there.
Perfect, sounds good. So yeah, you get right in under everyone, and go ahead and make. He makes a save, correct?
Yes, Constitution.
Constitution saving throw coming at you. We got a 14 to save.
Dang it.
Sorry. And I don't believe anything happens with that, right? Nobody saves.
Let me see. Yeah.
All right, no worries.
Nothing happens.
Also, it's insane to me that these guys don't have any resistance to poison or anything.
I mean, they are spiders.
Exactly. So they should have
Yeah.
something, right? Cool. All right. You're still in there. You're 10 feet away, so you still have freedom of movement if you want to move anywhere else.
Banabin's going to kind of make her way, still being within 10 feet, but she's going to slowly make her way to kind of between the chitin and the door.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, you can kind of slide in there. You're going to be now within 5 feet of the chitin if you do that. Is that
Yeah, it's fine.
okay? Because he was right up against the door when everyone started beating on his ass.
Banabin's now super huffy, so
right,
she's
sounds
like, gosh darn it, I'm going to hit this thing.
Perfect. Cool. You're now right up in the fray. All of you
Super
guys
huffy
just
is the
surrounded this
cutest
one
way
little
to
guy.
describe a feeling, by the way. Super huffy.
Cool. Kira, you're up.
I'm gonna do what Kira does best, and I'm gonna attack.
Perfect, go for it.
I was gonna say you're
Makes
gonna
sense,
sulk.
makes sense.
I'm actually gonna go sit on the curb.
You know,
and
once
think about puddles.
once things do clear up, she does need to emotionally recharge.
Of course, she's out of spoons for the day.
Yeah.
And that's valid. Filthy.
21.
21? That definitely hits. Go and roll your damage.
11 damage.
11 damage. Nice. Still alive, but frickin' barely. But it looks majorly hurt. It just kind of, his pincer's clacking a little bit in front.
And I peer off into the distance, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what am I doing with my life?
Perfect. So, a new challenger appears. You guys don't see it at first, focusing on this chitin, but you see from above you. I'm actually going to roll for something first. Bear with me. All right, cool. You see a projectile of web shoots down from above you and goes after Banabin. I rolled randomly to see who was going after.
I mean, out of all of us, that works out well because y'all are actually hitting it. I'm just trying and
Nope.
failing.
So that's a 24 to hit.
Oof.
Yeah, unfortunately, that does hit.
Fantastic.
Feeling a little web.
All right, so on a hit, you are restrained by webbing.
Okay.
You see, it comes from directly above you, so it just kind of collapses you onto the floor, and you're just like covered in this web. And restrained means that you're completely immobile. You can attack at disadvantage, and any attacks against you have advantage. And you're right up against the door here. And then on your turn, you can use your action to try and escape from it by making a strength check. But you can also, there's other ways to get rid of the webbing that you guys can try and figure out if you would prefer. So either doing strength checks or other ways that you can figure out.
Is this webbing good to use for tinkering? Like, could it be sewn into stuff?
You can consider that. I love the idea that Banabin's just been hit by web, and her first thought is, well, she's on the ground covered in web, is...
This is really flexible.
Exactly. And you guys look up at the source, and you see a giant spider, basically the size of the car you guys were just driving in, is on 20 feet above you on the side of the building, looking down, and has just fired this web down, and is just up there waiting for its next turn. So that's all it's going to do right now, but you guys see this massive spider just crawling across the top. Along with that, two more chitines round the corner, farther from where you guys came in. They're about 25 feet from you guys right now, and it is actually their turn next. So they're going to rush into battle to try to save their other friend. So there's now three of them all up on you guys. I think they're going to... Let's see, how mean do I want to be? I think I'm going to leave this up to chance, because I was like, we can have one attack Banabin and have advantage on it, but I think I'm going to roll to see what happens. So first guy is going to go after... Oh, fuck, Banabin.
I mean, Banabin's also tucked behind an entire group of people. So...
To be fair, you're
Just
right.
saying.
All right, I'm going to roll
She
again,
did
and if I get another one...
in that little spot between the door and the other.
Perfect. So instead it's going to
Critter.
attack Maeve.
That's fine.
Also, Banabin's on the floor going, oh, for the love of sovereign hosts.
So it's possible they'll attack, but I'll say that I have to roll it again if I roll you and have to hit it again. We also got one for our boy Reggie. And then the
We're just
last
gonna be
one
fine.
is going to be Maeve again. So Maeve, you're getting two people after you. Reggie's got
Come
one.
get it.
And they rush in to start attacking. So let's get some attacks in here. Let's
I
start.
mean, didn't your brother say that he wanted us to have some attention drawn to us? I think we're doing it.
We're doing it.
All right, Maeve, 21 to hit.
Yes.
We got a 9 to hit.
No.
We got a 12 to hit.
No.
All right, that's the first guy attacking. Second guy's going to start attacking. 18 to hit.
Yes.
And a 14 to hit.
No.
And a 17 to hit.
No.
Wow. All right, fantastic. Not bad. I mean, 6 to hit and only two
I'll
damages
take
come
it.
in. Not too bad at all. All right, so we've
I
got.
do have a shield after all.
We got a total of 9 damage from those 2 attacks that did hit.
Okay.
9 damage coming in as these guys start just stabbing at you. We're going to get a few attacks at Reggie here. Reggie does not have great AC, believe it or not. So a 21 hits, a 22 hits, and a 6 does not hit. So 2 attacks are going to hit Reggie. First one is 3 damage.
I do have to say, I love how you said Reggie doesn't have that high of an AC and then has over 20 hits, which will guarantee a hit.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, it was definitely an overkill hit. Cool. All right, so Reggie gets stabbed a couple of times, but he's just made of pure muscle, so he can take quite a beating before we have to
Reggie's
worry
got
about him.
97 hit
Exactly.
points.
Like, he gets stabbed with a knife, and he just grabs the arm of the guy that just stabbed him and pulls him in closer,
Yeah.
and then punches him in the face and pushes him back. Cool. All right, so that's all the cutscenes. We're heading on over to Maeve.
Cool. Maeve is looking a little bit fucked up. And so it might be about that time to take my potion. And I think I'm going to do exactly that.
Perfect. So for the people at home, and as a reminder for you guys, the rules that we use for potions is you can use your bonus action to take a healing potion. You can do a healing potion as a bonus action, and you roll like normal for the healing. Or if you use your action, then you get the maximum amount of healing that you could have possibly gotten instead of rolling.
Which is
So-
8 question mark.
It's 2d4 plus 2, so it'd be 10 healing if
10
you take your action,
healing.
or you roll 2d4, add 2 to it, and then it's whatever it gets, which is an average of 7.
No, I'll just do it this way. We'll use the action. I don't have any bonus action stuff anyway.
Okay, so you're going to use your full action this turn to,
Yep.
to really make sure you get every single drop of that potion.
Yep.
Fantastic.
You're chugging it.
Yeah. So that's your action. You still have movement and bonus action if you want to do anything else, or if you can do anything else.
I'm within range of all the ones that attacked me, so it's not like I can really move without taking a bunch of attacks of opportunity, right?
Yeah, all 3 of them are in this case right up next. We'll say the one that was attacking Reggie is a little further. So you would take 2 attacks of opportunity if you run.
Oh, that's true. It's only 2.
Yeah, they want to get all 3 of their attacks.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna back up a little bit, like kind of towards the street, and like beckon at them, like come get me, come get me.
Perfect. Sounds good. So on your way out, you're going to get 2 attacks. First one was a 20 to hit.
Yep.
Second one is a 14 to hit.
Nope.
All right, so the guy that was at the door who is terribly wounded missed you. But the other one, as you pass by him, gets a quick slash across the back and does 4 damage.
Okay.
These like flurry of all these arms just everywhere. Each of them having 4 arms is fun. Cool. All right, cool. So you get out there. Why don't you go ahead? You're trying to get them to move towards you, right? You're getting their attention. So if you'd like that to succeed, why don't you either make a persuasion or an intimidation check, whichever one you prefer.
Okay. That is a 19 on intimidation.
Not too shabby. I think they're not very smart or anything, so
They're
not gonna.
dumb as hell.
Oh yeah. That definitely works. 19, I'll say just automatically succeeds. Fantastic, cool. So the 2 that were attacking you, they're the ones that kind of paid attention to this. The other one's busy attacking Reggie, so he's not gonna be right in on that. But those 2 are considering running after you. We'll see what they do on their turn. Reggie, on the other hand, is gonna turn and attack this guy that just freaking stabbed him.
He's taken the arm and
Exactly.
he's pulled him close
And then he rips off the arm and starts to beat him to
With
death
his
own
arm.
with his own arm.
That's
so
my
the first
cool
attack.
older brother.
Oops, sorry, wrong item.
My
So,
big baby.
first attack with that arm, we've got a 7 to hit, which misses. And that's it. He just gets the 1 attack. My bad. All right. Sorry, Reggie.
Poor Reggie. Reggie has my luck.
Yeah.
No, he has my luck.
Which is worse.
Which is Yeah, you guys never want me to play an ally for you.
Darren as a player character. Bleh.
Cool. So we're back up to the top with Banabin. You are trapped under this web. You can still kind of get attacks in. The only one you could reach is the one that's quite hurt right in front of you. Or you can try and get out of this web situation.
I'm Banabit's gonna try to get out of the web situation.
Okay. How would you like to do that? We can do like just use your action to make a strength check. Or if you have another idea in mind of how you'd want to get out of a web.
So Banabin has, on top of having the flintlock and crossbows, she has some daggers. So she's going to try to, like, cut a little piece of the web. Not, like, slice it like you're opening a package. But she's just, like, cutting a little bit of it, and then she's going to twirl it like you're doing spaghetti.
Oh, gotcha. So you want to try and get it off,
She's-
but also try and
Save it.
preserve it.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. Okay, so you're going to make an attack roll with disadvantage because you're restrained. I would also say disadvantage for doing that specific maneuver, but since you already have disadvantage,
Double
you just
disadvantage
do the
doesn't exist,
Exactly.
baby.
You just do the regular disadvantage.
I got a 13.
13? Fantastic.
13 straight. And we're just doing attacks, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So a 13 to hit does hit. So now go ahead and roll your damage for a dagger.
Oh, hell yeah.
Get out of that pasta. I'm expecting this spider material to be like the next latex. Like it's like the new stretchy material invented by Banabin. And I want the first pair of jeggings that you make.
So if it's just standard, if it's the standard dagger damage, it's 5, 3 straight plus 2.
Perfect. It had exactly 5 hit points. So you're able to cut through this webbing in just the right way to try and salvage as much of it as possible. Sure, why the heck not? You get a nice big roll of this webbing.
I'm working on something.
Perfect. And you set it aside, and you are back up and in the action. So that's your action to do that. Anything else you want to do on your turn there?
No.
No?
Well, the only other thing she'd go is, y'all better watch out for that thing. But I mean, if any of y'all get hit, let me know, because I want this weapon.
Cool. Kira, you're up.
Okay, so how many of the spider guys are left?
We currently have 3. There's the one that's been very hurt by you already, and then there's 2 left that are at full hit points.
Where is the one that's seriously hurt?
Right by the door between you and Bannerman.
I'm gonna call over to Maeve and be like, "You good over there?"
All good.
Okay, and I'm gonna try to go onto the roof with Big Baddie.
Gotcha. It's 20 feet up.
Yeah, I'm a
Uh,
cat.
Yes, so you have a climbing speed, right? Cool.
But he's like hanging on the wall, right? He's not up on the roof.
Yeah, he's like on the wall, but he's up at the building's only 20 feet high, and he's
Yeah.
right up near the top against the wall.
Gotcha.
Okay, I see where your head's at, Kira, and I love it. So let's do the math and figure out what we gotta do here. So climbing speed at 30 feet. Great. So you could get up there. I will still need to make a check, basically, to still climb up this vertical wall. But there's like windows and ledges and stuff that you can start grabbing to climb up with your cat-like reflexes.
But like, I could hit him if I got on the roof, right? Like,
Yeah. You basically, because he stayed like right up near the roof, you can get up on top of the roof and then swing down at him from above him. Yeah, I love it. So what I need from you is an athletics check. It's a building with a bunch of windows and stuff on it, so it's not going to be terribly difficult. We'll set it at 10.
Are you sure you're not? It can't be acrobatics. You sure?
It's got to be athletics, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, that's 13.
13, fantastic. All right. So
Good enough.
Brute force climb up this wall. You're jumping and leaping from windowsill to windowsill. You get up to the top, passing by the spider. You even like grab onto one of its legs to help you get up that last bit. Turn right around to slash down on it. And yeah, that was just your movement, so you still have your attack.
And that is a juicy nat 1.
Oh, we love
First
it.
one of the session.
Fantastic.
It's gotta happen to somebody, and I'm glad it wasn't me.
Yeah, you get up to the top.
I'm a little bit out of breath.
Yeah.
Give me a second, guys. I just, full on whiff as this creature turns around to start to face you. Cool. All right. Speaking of which, it's now the spider's turn. It turns to face you. We're going to roll to see if it gets its web ability back. And it did. Fantastic.
We love that.
Of course
I'm going to
it
be
did.
stranded on the roof with a bunch of dwargers who can't fucking climb.
Who says
And a
we
bunny.
can't climb?
And a bunny.
So it got it back. I think it's just going to straight up attack you, though, instead of doing its web, because it can only do one or the other.
I love that.
And in this case, I think the best move is just for it to freaking bite you. So, it goes to bite you. However, does a 9 hit you?
Of course not.
Great, fantastic. Then that's it. That's its turn. It's going to stay on the side of the building, and it's like nipping at your feet. And you're just kind of dancing back and forth to avoid it.
They can't get me. I got my combat boots on.
Exactly. Yeah, it bites into it, and it turns out that they're like steel-toed boots and can't quite get through. And you just kick it off, and that's the spider's turn. The Chitines are going to go now. All three are still up. So the two that were right next to you that were attacking you, Maeve, they're going to run after you.
Does anybody get attacks of opportunity?
Of course
as
they
run
get
away?
attacks of opportunities. No longer. Oh, Kira, you were. It's too late. I already forgot that you should have gotten attacks of opportunity
I
on you.
specifically didn't remind him for that reason.
No,
Yeah.
I wasn't near anyone.
You
Oh,
were.
yeah.
You were
Yeah, you
fighting
were right up
one
there.
directly.
I thought
Right.
Reggie got in the middle.
No, he's just next to you. He's in the fray as well.
Ah.
Cool. So, but it's fine. I missed it, so we're
I was too dexterous. I was a ninja.
honestly, knowing my luck, they would have missed anyway, so it's fine. Cool. So the one that's super injured and the other one are going to run after you. Banabin, you get an attack of opportunity.
Gasp!
Do you get one on each one, or do you have to pick one?
You get one attack, so you can choose, and it uses your reaction to do that.
Yep.
So if you have any reaction abilities, you would do this opportunity attack instead of the reaction.
That makes sense.
So it's got to be a melee attack of some kind for that. So if you want to attack with your dagger that you still have,
Yes, I do want to attack with the dagger.
beautiful, go for it.
Kill it.
8.
8 does not hit, I'm afraid. You're still like getting up, focused on the webbing, and a guy's running away, and you're just half-hearted, try to hit it before you go back to the webbing.
Yeah, that seems about right.
And then the one that's I'm gonna roll for Reggie to see which one he's gonna attack.
No, have him attack the one that's been hurt, please. It only
Fair
makes
enough.
sense.
It
He's
does. It
smart.
does. It does. You're right.
He's not a critter.
Especially since I went up on the roof. Like, I left it to him.
Of
I
course.
gave him a look.
Well, he's fully attacking someone else, so he'll turn around. So Reggie's going to attack the guy that's most hurt. However, he didn't roll great. Is that good enough? 14 to hit? That's exactly enough. Fantastic.
Beats it, baby.
Beats it. All right, so he gets a war pick attack, and he's going to do
Let's go, Reg.
5 damage, baby, which is plenty. He's fighting this one guy, beating him with his own arm, and he just turns around and clocks the guy in the back of the head, who just falls flat forward, face plants onto the ground,
Perfect.
completely dead.
That's my big brother.
All right, so there's only 2 left.
One's
One
fighting
got
me,
past
one's
and is
fighting
running
Reggie.
straight towards. Running straight towards Maeve. So here comes some attacks on Maeve.
Come get it.
First attack is a 12 to hit.
No.
Second attack is a 13 to hit.
No.
Third attack is a 16 to hit.
No.
Dang it.
Let's go. I'm like, this is 100% a big bluff from Maeve, who still is not looking at full health or anything, but is trying to call attention to get it away from the shop. That's the job.
Perfect. Yeah, and you've got your shield up. It's like trying to stab around the shield, and you're just like pushing up against
Yeah.
it. It's got its full weight up against you, and you're just sturdy, standing right there.
Hell yeah.
As it tries to stab you. It keeps clinking against your chainmail armor, but luckily it's been recently repaired, so you're fine.
Thank you so much.
And then we're going to get a few attacks from the other one against Reggie in this battle of the
brother alone.
arms. 7 to hit misses, 14 to hit hits, and a 22 to hit hits. So 2 hits against Reggie. First stab, 5 damage. Second stab, 4 damage. So 9 total against Reggie.
How's he looking?
Let's find out. He's okay. From where he was, he's
X'd
looking
it
pretty
out.
hurt, but he's still standing. He's like got blood running down his face
Yeah.
and stuff, but he hasn't like slowed down at all. So it's kind of hard to tell with Reggie
Yeah.
because he doesn't tell anyone
But-
when he's hurt.
I am his little sister, so can I tell?
Yeah, if you want to make an insight check, go ahead.
No, I can't tell.
Fantastic. He should be fine. Reggie's one of those guys that just like always gets through whatever the problem
he's
is.
big and tough. He's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a grown man.
Cool. So those are the Kitines. We're on over to Maeve.
It's my turn.
Maeve's up.
I'm gonna obviously attack the one that's attacking me.
Fantastic. Go for it.
That is an 18 to hit,
Fantastic.
and we're gonna definitely roll a 6 for damage. We're gonna look at it. That's not a 6. That is in fact a 2 plus 3, so 5 damage.
5 damage. Fantastic. Still looking pretty healthy.
Unfortunate.
Yep. Getting these bludgeoning hits in with your mace.
Yep.
Cool. All right. All good with your turn?
All good.
All right. Reggie is going to continue to try to beat this guy with his own arms. He's
Use
ripped
the
off.
war pick, Reggie. Use the pick, you idiot.
Huh? What?
Yeah, just a himbo.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got war pick in one hand. He's got this guy's arm in the other with a dagger still attached to it, and he's going to do another strike here. Fantastic, a 6 to hit.
Please.
So that's Reggie's turn.
I don't think this man has ever fought in his life.
Yeah, just to be clear, the one he's attacking right now, even though it's missing an arm, is still at full hit points. So
Yeah.
he has not fully hit yet.
Good gravy.
Bannerman, you're up.
All right. Banabin is going to attempt to hit the one that Maeve has been hitting.
Got it.
She's
him.
going to attempt to shoot them with the pistol.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll that attack.
Gosh darn it, a 7?
7 misses, I'm afraid. It fires past, shoots right past this guy, and Maeve, it bounces off of your shield.
That's all right. That's what the shield is for catching strays.
Exactly. Always got to keep your shield pointed towards Vanabin, wherever the battle's happening.
Yeah.
Now we know. Cool. All right. You want to do anything else here? You got full freedom of movement if you want to move anywhere.
I'm gonna get within 10 feet of the one that Reggie's fighting.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah, you come in right behind Reggie, and you're good to go. Battle for the Ages is happening on top of the building. Kira, it's your turn.
I would like to see if so you're still saying that he is like attached to like the side of the building near the top. Would there be any way that I could like attack where his feet are connected to the sides of the wall to kind of like make him fall onto the street?
Yeah, I absolutely love your thinking. That would be a shove attack, is what it's called. Which instead of making a specific attack, you're going to be making an
Opposed athletics?
opposed athletics check. So you can roll against him. He can either make an athletics or it's a giant spider, so I'm going to say they.
How juicy is the spider? How big and juicy?
Massive. I mentioned before it's about the size of the car that you guys were just driving in.
So where does the second question? Where does the webbing come from? Like, does it just have
His
like a
full
spider?
ass.
Oh, it's an ass. Okay.
Yes. There are 2 cheeks on the back, and it just shoots out the back there.
So, being that he was trying to eat at my little tootsies, the ass is facing the street, right?
The ass is currently facing the street, correct?
Okay.
It comes from his butthole.
Why did I think it came from his mouth?
You see,
I thought he was just like shooting some web out of his mouth. No, it's coming out of his fucking ass.
you see his sphincter tightening as the next web.
Oh no.
I'll probably
No.
He's
cut that.
puckering.
No, you have to keep it in.
Okay, I'll
Sorry.
keep it in.
Darren just said sphincter.
His
Now it's
sphincters.
ruined. Now I have to keep it.
So gross.
Okay.
I say push it off the building. Let's go. Push it off and jump down after it, anime style.
Go ahead and make a nature or an insight check for me. Whatever's higher.
Oh no, that's a
Ooh.
bad thing.
was going to say, I'm pretty sure both of those are wisdom skills, which...
Nature's intelligence.
I got a flat 0. We'll take that one compared to my -1 insight.
You're
Perfect.
So smart.
Oh, I forgot about the -1 insight.
11.
11? Cool. That's
11's
enough
not
to
bad.
know that it's... yeah, I'm just going to set it at like 10. It's got a +2 to its strength.
Do it.
Oh, is it? Wait, is
So,
it
it's
strength or athletics?
It's athletics, which is based off of strength. So
Oh,
it would
okay.
be a +2.
I'm gonna push it. I got a +3. We got this.
Perfect.
Let's go, baby.
I'm going to roll first to set the DC.
Well,
It rolled an 11. So all you got to get an 11 or higher, and you push this thing off.
That wasn't
That's a
even
nat
roll.
20, bitch.
Gorgeous. Kira, you shove this spider off the wall. Can you go ahead and describe the full what you do?
Okay, so basically he's kind of like at my feet. So I'm going to take my giant hot pink great axe and I'm going to like press it on his face and kind of like get it stuck in his face so that I can ride it down the side of the and I start like
fuck it.
stomping on it with my boots, like, come on, get down. And we fall onto the street, but I use him as a little pillow.
Perfect. I love it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Just
you
a big car-sized spider falling 20 feet.
you ride this massive spider down from the top here. It falls 20 feet, so it's going to take 2d6 damage.
Plus the damage from the
6
shove,
damage.
right?
The shove doesn't do damage.
Got it.
It's just the falling.
I can't believe I got a nat 20. That's my first nat 20.
Fatty,
On this
natty,
campaign.
baby.
Baby.
Do I still get inspiration? Are we still doing that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Ooh.
So for people
you
at
can
home,
mark it under your hit points.
in our home rules, if you get a natural 20, then you get inspiration, which you can later spend to re-roll a die. Cool. So that's it landing on the ground. We'll go ahead and say, why not? You got a nat 20. It's also prone on the ground, so it's upside down. All of its legs are flailing wildly as you stand above it. That was your action. What else do you want to do? Anything else?
That's all I can do.
Perfect. Yeah, you got your axe above your head. You're standing on top of it, and yeah, perfect. Love it.
I'm posing, posing and making sure that my great axe is right above its sphincter, poised to attack.
All right.
Watching to see if it quivers at all.
I hate this.
So, unfortunately, it is the spider's turn next, so it is going to get itself back up from prone, which involves knocking you off.
What? Opposed athletics again. Let me do another nat 20.
Yeah. Fuck. Make a dexterity saving throw for me, which will be a better number for you.
17.
17? Perfect. You basically, as it's turning over to get upright, you're just like climbing with it, like a rolling log.
Am I riding
running
the
along
spider?
it. And now you're on top of its back as it's like trying to bite you and grab you from behind it.
Can I make an insight check on if anyone thinks that I look really badass?
Go ahead and make your insight check.
Can I do a deception check to figure out?
Yeah, let's see what the insight check is first.
That's a 7.
Fantastic. Go ahead and make your deception.
Nat 20.
Let
Kira-
me have this.
Without even knowing Kira, you know that everyone thinks you're cool. That's what we've been saying with the insight checks.
I
If you
fucking knew
fail,
it.
Everyone thinks that you're the fucking coolest. Whether that's true or not, we'll never know.
We'll never know.
I do a
So-
little pose. I do like the peace sign over my eyes and like do a little wink, like,
Perfect. The spider is going to try and bite you, though.
no.
So,
I'm being so cool, spider. Let me have this moment.
all right, let's see here. And it rolled a 23, I'm afraid. The spider is also rolling well. So it eventually...
Didn't roll well enough to stay on the top of the building.
Fucking loser.
It eventually knocks you down so it can get its mouth on you, and its fangs buried deep into your shoulder. I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw from you, please.
Poison.
Huh? That didn't. Well, that can count because that was a nat 20. Plus
Sure.
5 is a 25.
Love it. Cool. So you succeeded on your save against the poison, so you'll take half of the poison damage. First, you're taking 4 piercing damage, which is going to be half to 2 from the actual fangs going into your shoulder. Poison damage is 9. So you succeeded on the save, so that's going to be half to 4. So a total of 6 damage gets through you, which is not bad. That could have been a lot worse. Great. All right, so that's its turn, and it'll continue to fight you mano a mano. We'll go ahead and say that you go ahead and get back onto its back after it knocked you off, because you rolled a nat 20 before. Great. All right, Kytines are up. Got the one attacking. I'm going to resolve the one attacking Reggie first. 6 to hit, misses. 18 to hit, hits. 10 to hit, misses. Just barely, though, because he doesn't have great AC. All right, so one hit, got a 3. Fantastic. All right, Reggie takes 3 damage. He's feeling it, but he's still going strong. And then we've got some attacks against Maeve. Mano a mano, shield up against this
If you tell
Kytine.
my brother, I'm gonna be so mad at you.
Fair enough.
The trauma builds our story.
Let's try to kill you first. So 18
you
to
go.
hit on the first one.
Yeah.
Did you write down that you have inspiration?
5 to hit on the second.
No, I didn't.
And 23 to hit.
Yeah.
So 2 hits are coming through, 2 stabs. He finally starts getting past the shield. You're going to take a total of 10 piercing damage.
Down. I'm down.
Maeve goes
Help.
down, unconscious. Fantastic. And this Kytine is still over you, but he's done all of his attacks. And it is now Maeve's turn, so I need a death saving throw, please.
Right before my turn, you do this to me,
Of course.
so I don't get to do anything fun.
Oh, yeah.
Nat 20. Let's fucking go!
We're rolling hot right now.
So, nat 20 on a death saving throw means that you come back to consciousness with 1 hit point.
Nice.
And this happens at the beginning of your turn, so you now have your entire turn.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
All right.
So he kills me, and I
You drop
see the
to
light
one
for
knee.
a second, and I shake it off, and I'm back in it, baby. And I'm gonna hit him back.
Yeah, go
easily.
for it.
And I'm gonna get a nat 20. Can I use my inspiration to roll with advantage?
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
No, you miss?
Yeah,
All
I
right, fair
big
enough.
missed.
Fair enough.
What
Even
did
with
you roll?
advantage. I'm
A
so
5
sorry.
and a 4.
Damn.
You know, sometimes even with advantage, it
Yeah.
doesn't go. That's the luck
Which
of the
means
die.
a 10 and a 9.
Cool. Well, I mean, you still avoided death, so that's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Reggie's turn.
I'm gonna yell at Reggie, take your potion, idiot.
Oh, yeah. He's going to take his potion. He'll do a bonus action to do
Except
that.
I'm gonna yell at, like, if you're not gonna take your potion, you better throw it over here.
All right, he's getting back 9 healing from his potion, which he did with a
Wonderful.
bonus action.
Great job.
Not too shabby. He rolled very well on his dice. Cool. So he's back up to relative safety, and he's gonna continue to try to beat this thing to death with its own arm, because that's what Reggie do, baby. Sweet, 7 to hit. So that's
my
Reggie's
God.
turn.
Stop! Darren, my family's supposed to be cool.
This Kytine is still at 100 hit points. Reggie's like, I don't understand. I don't know what's happening.
I think he's been lying about ever fighting a day in his life.
No,
I think he's been fronting.
No, dude, Reggie's cool. Look at him.
Nah.
He's so strong.
All right,
Look at his top knot.
that
My
is
brother
back
is
up.
cool.
He might be sexy, but he's definitely not cool.
Kira knows cool, so
Yeah.
Kira literally has no idea what cool is.
I've killed like how many guys, and your brother can't even attack once?
no.
Like,
Banabin, you're up.
Okay, so Banabin is within 10 feet, so if she goes over to Maeve, she won't take any attacks of opportunity.
Well, the spider dropped and it was right above you. I'm gonna
oh
go
my god, I
ahead.
squished Banabin with the spider.
I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna roll a luck check.
Okay.
If you would like to roll it, you definitely can.
What
It's
is
just
the
a
luck check
straight
for?
50-50 shot. If you roll 11 or higher, then it landed away from Banabin. If you roll a 10 or lower, then it landed right next to her.
Actually, can I rabbit hop?
Yes, you can.
Cute.
What does that mean?
So, as a bonus action, so I'll use my bonus action ahead of time. I'm going to jump 10 feet without provoking any opportunity attacks.
Cute.
Hell yeah.
Very good, very good. Good way to avoid that.
Banabin sees Maeve like go down and then bounce literally right back up, kind of like just like
Yeah, the
Like rubber.
perfect. Just complete instinct. A giant thing lands next to you, thunks on the ground, and you just whoop, jump back.
Yep.
Perfect.
And so she jumps over to Maeve. Since that's my bonus action, I am going to use my final spell of Cure Wounds.
Oh, you're so kind.
And so I'm going to touch. So I reach out with my little paw and I just.
Aww. Soft little paw.
Right on Maeve.
Just toe beans.
Perfect. Yep. Send out this healing energy from yourself, from your very soul.
Wub,
Drifts
wub,
into
wub.
Maeve. Go ahead and roll that healing.
5.
I'll take it.
Fantastic.
It's not fantastic. Well, it's better than.
Yeah, it's better than she was.
Correct.
And then, do I have enough in my actions to pass her my potion of healing?
That's fine. Yeah. We'll say that's an object interaction. You can just hand that over to her for free.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
So kind.
That's
Sweet child.
that is Banabin's turn. You're gonna stay right there next to her.
Yeah, I might kind of like shuffle my way.
Just away a little bit.
Just away. Just like, y'all got this.
I love it. Perfect.
I'm gonna try. I got this. That's for sure. I'm gonna try.
All right, Kira, you're still riding this giant spider.
I am.
And what would you like to do?
I would like to guzzle my healing potion.
Perfect. Do you want to use your action or your bonus action?
My action.
Your action? Cool. So you're
Because
going
I feel like this guy's the biggie, and I feel like he can do like a lot of damage, and I'm at 5, so it's like.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. So you're using your action, so you're just going to get 10 hit points back. So you can go ahead and add that. You've still got movement and bonus action if you want to do anything else.
I don't want to risk an opportunity attack.
Well, would you like to stay riding it, or do you want to jump down next to it?
Where am I on the spider?
You're like,
Am I on its back, or am I in, like?
yeah, you're like
on
so.
its mouth.
I forget all the terminology of a spider, but it's got the big bulbous thing in the back.
Yeah.
And then it's got the thing in the middle. You're on that bit next to its head,
Oh, okay.
in front of the bulbous, for lack of a better word, ass. Entire badonkadonk. You're in
Big
front
dump
of that.
truck ass.
She thick. How big is the spider, like, feet wise? Is there a way that I can position myself, like, move 5 feet on its back, so that I don't get bit?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, if you want to use your movement to move to like a different spot to where it's
Like a little bit of cover.
It's got
a little cover.
Yeah, so it's got to shove you off before it can
Yeah.
bite you.
I'm riding it like a bull.
Perfect. So let's say this. Let's go ahead and you can try to brace yourself on the spider in a way that it can't just easily knock you off to bite you.
Yeah.
So it'll have to, on its turn, it'll have to make an opposed check with you to try and knock you off.
Gotcha.
And that'll be its action.
A little
right?
wiggle check.
Gotcha.
Cool. All right. I love it. Cool. So you brace yourself on this thing, ready for it to go. Speak of the devil, it's going to go.
Oh my God, who would've thought?
It doesn't like you being back there, so it's going to try and shove you off.
It doesn't want to be a
Little wiggle
bull?
check.
Nope, not anymore. So it's going to make an opposed athletics check with you. So we're going
Darren,
to
we're calling those wiggle checks now, actually.
Oh, gotcha. All right, 16.
7.
I'm sorry. So it's going to knock you
Wait,
off.
8.
8. Oh.
Not less than half.
Perfect. So it is going to knock you off to the ground. You do land on your feet, luckily, but it turns to face you, fangs fully bared, and that's its action. So that's going to be the end of its turn there. Chitines are going to go. All right, Chitine's going to attack Reggie again. That's a miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. So 2 hits coming in at Reggie. Ooh, 5 damage, and oh my god, I'm rolling so well on damage. Total of 11 coming at Reggie, which completely nullifies his healing potion. But you know,
But that's the point of the healing potion.
exactly. He's still up and moving. The other Chitine is going to attack Maeve.
Okay.
So let's see if we can withstand our healing that we got. 6 to hit,
No.
19 to hit,
Yeah.
and a 23 to hit.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
You can't hit a single thing with Reggie, but you hit me every turn, and my AC is 18.
So two hit,
Please.
10 hit points,
Yeah, I'm down
10
again.
damage. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, so that's the Kaitines. This one's gonna.
Such a villain.
This one saw Banabin do that healing stuff, so it's actually gonna run at Banabin and it's gonna get right up on you to start attacking on its next turn. Reggie, he is going to use a special Dwergar ability because he sees the battlefield turning a little bit. He doesn't like that. You see him bang his fists together in the air, and he doubles in size. He just grows to this massive dwarven fella in front of you guys.
Big boy.
Size large, so he's now the same size as the giant spider. That's going to give him a bunch of bonuses to his attacks and such. So he looks down at this chitin in front of him, and he's going to attack with his war pick this time. And he got a 14 to hit, which is their AC, so he's going to get the
that's
damage in.
enough. Let's go. Talk about big brother, am I right?
But of course, I rolled terribly on the damage. So
We can't win.
7 damage. So the creature's still up, but it's quite hurt. And then that is Banabin. So you now have this guy that's run straight up on you and is about to start stabbing you with its many arms.
So can I rabbit hop?
Rabbit hop again?
Rabbit
Absolutely.
hop again. All right.
Where would you like to rabbit hop to?
I'm going to rabbit hop to right by Maeve.
Perfect.
And I'm going to use my other cantrip spell that I haven't gotten to use yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Spare the Dying.
Oh, I know Spare the
Perfect.
Dying.
So I
That means I don't have to make any death saves.
go and touch Maeve, and she becomes stable.
Perfect. So
I'm spared.
So you see her wounds close up. She's no longer bleeding out, but she is going to continue to be unconscious at 0 hit points, but she no longer has to roll death saves. Fantastic. Cool. So that's your action. You still got all of your movement left if you want to move anywhere else. You see the chitin just watched you jump directly over it and land on Maeve. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm going to maneuver the chitin to be near Reggie.
Okay.
So I'm going to run. Just go run.
Perfect. And now that he's so massive, he's he's large sized, you're small size, so you could get under his legs if you want to get right next to the right.
Yeah.
Just hold on to him like a tree trunk.
I'm just gonna duck behind one of his legs.
One of his massive tree trunk
So
legs,
the chitin can come and try to attack Reggie. And I could just be like, okay. Because I have a plan in mind. Banabin knows that she gave Maeve her potion of healing. So she's going to try to run back over.
And force feed it to me.
Yes.
Perfect.
Just imagine that one dueling saxophone song. The da, 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 that's basically Banabin running around.
Cool. All right, cool. Yeah, sounds good. So that's Banabin's turn. We're going to jump back over to Kira, face to face with its giant spider.
So do I think that if I kill the little baby Spider-Man that the big spider would leave, or vice versa? If I killed the big spider guy, the little ones would go?
That's another insight or nature check if you want to make one of those.
Nope. Okay. A 3.
Fantastic. Nothing that has happened on the battlefield so far has alluded to one or the other happening. It seems like they've all been fighting to the death so far, so nothing's really wavered that. But
Okay.
You don't know for sure, unfortunately.
And the Spider-Man that was fighting the big
Spider-Man.
bro. Leave me alone. Big,
Spider-Man.
Yes, the Spider-Man that was fighting.
big bro.
Mhm.
Is he dead?
He's still alive, but has very few hit points.
Probably 5 or so.
Am I within range? Now that I'm off of the spider?
We could do a luck check. They were pretty close to that same area, so let's do a luck check. 10 or higher is what you want.
A juicy 17.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the thing is right next to that chitin is right next to you. You're in between the spider and this chitin.
Okay, I will attack the hurt Spider-Man.
Perfect.
11 plus 5, 16 to hit.
Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's the hurt Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield.
Exactly. Andrew Garfield, the hurt Spider-Man.
Yeah, the hurt Spider-Man.
Poor Andrew Garfield.
Oh.
Oh, I love a 1. I love a 1. 6.
Perfect. It had exactly 6 hit points. So,
It's like I knew.
perfect. The spider knocks you off its back. You land on the ground. You turn around and just immediately chop off another head. And that chitin goes down. Reggie can finally turn his attention to something else. Great. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Reggie and be like, can't like rely on anyone these days. Jeez, maybe do something.
I know, right? He says in his massive form. Fantastic.
Big voice.
Cool. All right, great. That's Kira. We're going to jump on over to the giant spider. Who's going to try to bite Kira? Here we go. 24 to hit. So I need another Constitution saving throw, please.
21.
21, fantastic. You save. So you're going to take half of the poison damage, which I rolled 8 for, so that's 4. Piercing damage was 10. I rolled really well on that. But that's going to get halved because you're in a rage. So a total of 9 damage comes through. Cool. All right, that's the spider.
I'm feeling so good right now.
You.
Yeah,
I'm
Darren's
feeling-
trying to kill a bunch of level ones.
TPK episode 2. Who would have thought? Me. I
Me,
thought.
yeah, also me.
All right, we have this chitin that's chasing Banabin around. Go ahead and make a deception check for me, Banabin. I liked your plan of trying to draw it close to the big guy, so let's see if that worked out.
18.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's plenty for these stupid little Ben. He chases you directly in a direct path as you go. You run under the guy's legs, and the chitin continues to also run underneath. On his way out the other side, Reggie's gonna get an attack of opportunity on this guy.
Step on him, Reg. Except I'm dead. So I'm just saying that in my brain.
15 to hit. 15 hits.
Oh my god, look at him.
Look at
He
that
just
boy.
needed to be bullied a little bit.
All right, 10 damage from this war pick that has increased in size with him. So this thing is looking quite hurt, but still alive, and continues chasing after you, Banabin. It would be able to reach up next to you. So it's going to start attacking you, I'm afraid. But you have decent AC, should be fine. Knock on wood. All right, 17 to hit.
Yes.
Second attack, 7 to hit.
No.
Final attack, also a 7 to hit. So 1 gets through, 1 stab. I unfortunately rolled max damage on it, so 6 damage coming into you, Bannerman.
Okay.
Cool. You were able to dodge a bunch of its blows as you're like jumping back and forth nimbly as best as you can, but it gets one good slice on you. Great. It would be Maeve's turn, but she is unconscious and stable.
Yeah, I'm sleeping.
Yeah, taking a nap. You deserve it.
Honk chew, me, 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 me.
Reggie's turn. Reggie is going to go mano-a-mano with this spider. So he heads on over there.
Basically, he's just going to be a big distraction because he
Yeah.
can't hit. So he's just going to be in the way.
And with an 8 to hit, he misses.
Oh my god, who would have thought?
This giant war pick just collides with the ground next to him, hole in the ground as the pavement breaks up. And then he draws it back up to take another attack on his next turn. But unfortunately, it's not his turn. We're now over to Banabin. You've just gotten stabbed. And what would you like to do? And this thing is now right up next to you, so...
Am I close enough to Maeve?
Are you close enough to Maeve? Yeah.
Okay.
We can say that entire thing was to get there. Yep.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a poison spray on the chitin, and then bonus action.
So to feed a potion to another person, it has to be an action.
Oh, it does?
And it would be the normal rolling thing for that.
Okay.
Unfortunately. So if you want to use your action to give the potion, you can do that instead of attacking this thing, or you can attack it. I'll let you know right off the bat that it has 8 hit points left.
Finish him, Banabin. Finish him.
I mean, you aren't dying.
I'm chilling.
But getting
And
her
plus-
up for her turn is something.
I might need the potion, to be honest.
I mean, I do too. I'm down to 3 hit points.
I'm not gonna let anyone know that, but I might need the potion.
Okay, I'm going to try to poison spray because Bannerman hasn't done anything.
She's just been hopping around
She's
like a
just-
little bunny on a trail.
She's been trying, but she was not made for war.
She was made for
Neither
hopping
was
and
I.
tinkering.
So she's gonna try poison spray one more time.
Perfect. I love it. All right. So the Chiteen's going to make a Constitution saving throw. He might have rolled a nat 20.
No.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So you've still got movement and bonus action left if there's anything else.
I don't have
All right.
anything
You want
else.
to stand your ground right there in front of the Chiteen?
I'm gonna stand between the Chiteen and Maeve
Okay.
and just pray that Kira or someone could kill this thing.
Kira, you're up.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna attack the 8 hit point one.
Okay. It's a bit of a distance away.
Okay,
So-
I'm going to.
So if you want to risk an opportunity attack from the spider, you can do that.
No, I can't risk an opportunity attack.
If you want to get there and like get its attention or something, you could do something like that. Because you can always use an action to disengage, where you don't take an opportunity attack, but it is your full action to disengage. Or you can leave it alone and go after the spider.
I would say go after the spider
Yeah.
because
Okay.
we have Reggie who can.
Okay. I have inspiration. Can I roll this with advantage? Or
oh
what
yeah,
is that?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, spend your inspiration, roll with advantage.
24.
24 hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
6.
6 damage. All right, sounds good. So it's
Another
still up.
juicy one.
Oh no, I'm sorry. And a 1 is always the worst on a d12.
Wait.
Wait.
It might have
Wait.
Been a 7. It might have been a 7.
That would be nice.
Oh yeah. For the folks at home, Storm's using a set of dice that I made, which means that they suck. Which is why we can't read the numbers on them.
And I'm not wearing my glasses right now.
Hey, that's fine. I'll take it.
This one.
Yeah, because I always think that is a 1 because it looks like a 1.
She does mix these up often.
Oh yeah.
This is not us cheating.
I'll take it. Sounds good to me.
We're not cheating, gamers.
maybe-
My dice are just bad.
Totally fine. We'll say it's a 7 because it sounds. If you were confused, then it probably wasn't a 1 because if it's a confusion number, then we'll say it's a 7. All right, so it sounds good. So that's an extra 6 damage then. It is looking quite hurt. It's not dead yet, but it's quite damaged at this point. Cool. All right, that's Kira. Guess what? It's the spider.
Oh, who would have fucking thought?
The big boy is the bigger threat, so it's going to turn away from you, Kira, and go after Reggie.
Please.
But if it's going away, does that mean that she gets an attack of opportunity?
It's not leaving because they're both right
Oh,
there.
Dang it.
And it missed. It rolled a 9 to hit, so it missed Reggie. Lots of whiffs in this fight. All right.
Not enough.
And then
Only from Reggie.
Only from Reggie, literally.
Perfect. So spider tries to bite. Reggie puts his war pick in front of him, and the spider just bites onto the handle of this thing, and he shoves the spider back. Then it is the Chiteen's turn. We got one Chiteen left. It's standing in front of Bannerman. I mean, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. It's gonna attack Bannerman. Got 3 attacks. First attack was a 12 to hit. Second attack, another 12 to hit.
Both of those are no.
Third attack, 13 to hit.
No.
We're all living on 1 hit point, baby.
My God, a lot of whiffs, but like when the moment counts, here we are. Great. All right, Maeve's turn. You're dead. I
I'm
mean,
dead,
unconscious. Reggie's turn. He is going to attack the spider. If he
he's
can,
gonna
if he can
miss.
hit, he does a good amount of damage. So
Oh,
it's
that's
definitely
fine.
possible. Awesome, 9 to hit. So that's Reggie, and we're gonna check back up.
Dickhead.
I don't know.
Okay. I roll
I-
to attack Reggie.
All right, Bannerman, you're up. You're right in front of this thing.
It's
Okay.
not Reggie's fault. I want everybody to know that my brother is cool and Darren is the square here.
Same decision
X'd it
here
out.
of healing or damage.
I'm going to try to hit it with the pistol.
All right. Just so you know, ranged attacks at close range like this is made at disadvantage.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If it's within 5 feet, it's at disadvantage.
Then I won't be doing that. I will be attempting poison spray one more time.
All right, sounds
Poison
good.
spray is always a good idea.
Yeah, especially when I roll. Usually I roll poorly, so you're forcing me to roll instead. All right, Constitution saving throw. It is a 14.
It's because he's rolling on the computer.
I'm sorry.
He's cheating. He's cheating.
I'm cheating because I'm on the computer.
Dice Christ, where are you?
All right, Kira, you're up.
Banabin weeps.
Yep. Kira, you're up. You see Banabin off in the distance fighting this chitin. Giant spider in front of you is low on hit points. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna dual wield my kunai
Love it.
and try to attack both to get their attention onto me.
Perfect. Both the spider and the chitin. Mm-hmm. I love it. Yeah. Go. Well, do the attacks, and then you can make an intimidation check to try and get their attention to you instead.
16
16 hits.
for the first one. Or you
Yep.
want to do both at the...
Yeah, because you're doing 2 different attacks, right?
Okay, yeah. So that was a 19 plus 5 for 24.
Perfect. All right, so both of them hit. Roll your damage for the spider first.
6.
6 damage. It's
Do I add
still alive.
plus 2 to that?
For
Yeah.
rage.
Then 8. Because I rolled a 3 plus 3 plus 2.
All right, so you chuck a dagger, and then you stab the spider. Go ahead and describe how you kill the giant spider in front of you.
What? What? I think I do it. I'm more focused on. I don't want anyone to see this, but I'm focused on Maeve being on the ground and being surrounded by, or not surrounded, but having that Spider-Man next to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see Banabin looking really rough, and I'm looking at the other Spider-Man, and I just kind of I have both of them in both hands, both kunai, and I don't even look at the spider. I just kind of go back and hope for the best, and somehow manage to hit it.
Perfect. Yeah, it goes right through one of the eyes, goes directly into its brain.
No, I wanted to stab its asshole, actually.
Oh, perfect. Sounds good. You wait for the spider to turn away from you towards Reggie, and
Yeah,
it
I'm
goes
hopefully the spider will get Reggie, and then I'll kill the spider.
right up the butt, spreads its insides, it is dead. Fantastic. Now we have the attack against the chitin. You're rolling the damage for that. You don't add any bonuses to it except for your +2 for raging.
4.
4? Fantastic. It's still alive.
But I want to make
Let's hurt
an
it.
intimidation check to
Perfect. Yeah,
Put
lands
it-
right between the shoulder blades. Go to make your intimidation check with advantage because you just killed a giant spider through the butt.
18 plus 5, so 23.
Damn. All right. It's going to make an intelligence check right now to see if it takes the bait or if it goes for the smarter choice, which is to kill Banabin. So it needs a nat 20. And I rolled a 12. All right.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Perfect. So it's,
Scene queen lives on.
it gets stabbed in the back right between the shoulder blades by this dagger. It whips around and focuses right in on you, sees you destroyed the spider.
And I snarl at it.
Fantastic.
Or no. I hiss. I go cat-like.
Excellent. Spider is dead. It's now the chitin's turn. Because you rolled so well in that intimidation check, he doesn't even go after you. He's just going to turn around and run away. So he's going to use his action to disengage so Vanderden doesn't get an attack of opportunity. And he runs 30 feet down the road. And that's his turn. We're now over to Maeve, who is unconscious. We're now over to Reggie. Reggie pulls from his back a massive javelin that grew in size with him and just puts out his hand and chucks the javelin, hoping
and
to hit.
misses. And misses. And misses.
Reggie rolled a 16,
Oh
which
my
hits.
god.
Joke's on you. He played football in high school.
but rolled 2 1s on his damage
God
dice.
damn
So Oh, wait. He did 4 damage, and the chitin had exactly 4 hit points left, so he did just enough.
He calculated.
He like
it.
grazed it so that like all the blood just starts pouring down its head.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
loses consciousness
Well, I mean,
from blood loss.
it is like this massive, like small tree-sized javelin that just it technically grazed it, but took a giant hole out of its side, and the creature falls dead. The javelin sticks into the ground, and then shrinks back down to normal-sized javelin, and the field is clear. So we still have someone unconscious, but you're stable. So we'll jump out of combat, out of initiative here. And you guys now have a moment. What's the first thing that we're doing?
Banabin is going to do what she's been wanting to do, but wanted to get the threat away first. Kept trying and failing. And she takes the potion that she gave to Maeve and forces Maeve to drink it.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll a 2d4 and add 2 to that.
2d4 plus 2? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
7.
Perfect.
I'll take it.
Maeve gets 7 hit points back. You're back up.
And first thing she sees is just Banabin, who is not in the best sort of way.
Yeah.
big beady eyeballs looking down at you. Stressed.
Stressed, sweat,
Of my two
lot of
animal companions.
a lot of blood just kind of pouring everywhere. A lot of her fur.
Oh, it's getting all
Maeve is,
matted.
like slowly sitting up, like she had the wind knocked out of her and is like catching her breath
Don't get up too fast now.
and looking around like, are they all dead?
Kira's inching towards you and like kicking some rocks and is like, "Are you all right?" Like looking over like sheepishly.
I'm probably like covered in cuts and bruises and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I look at myself and I'm like, I mean, I've been better.
That's kind
As
of like
I like dust myself off.
it's kind of like badass how like you fought and then went down and then immediately came back up. I just thought you would know that.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't gotta thank me. It's fine.
Okay.
You did miss it though. Kira actually used one of her little knife things and just like killed the spider.
I
But, like,
look over at
it wasn't a big
spider-
deal. It
the
wasn't a big
spider
deal.
husk, and it's got the big knife sticking out of it. I'm like,
Kunai.
fucking cool. But Maeve's first priority is probably checking on Reggie because she knows, like, when she was going down, she's like, oh fuck, Reggie's not gonna take his potion and he's gonna die.
Yeah,
So she
Reg-
immediately runs over to him and is like checking his person to see if he took it.
Yeah, Reggie's shrunk back down. He's breathing heavily. It takes a lot of effort to grow in size like that. So he's, hey sis, how are you? Good to see you.
So good, so good. Should we go inside?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get off the street.
You see the door to the front sheepishly cracks open, and you see Nord on the other side looking out. Is everything okay, Nord?
Nord, please make me a sandwich, please.
We
make
have
me a
your
sandwich.
watch.
You see through the crack in the door, the bodega cat Smudge comes sprinting out and goes over to Banabin and starts rubbing against your leg.
Kira's eyes go wide.
Yep.
My brother.
And Nord fully opens the door and he's like, Banabin, what are you doing here?
What? Funny thing. So, you know how you had your watch?
Sure, yeah.
Well, we've got it.
Oh,
So we're just finishing that delivery.
good. Top priority, wink. All right, yeah, come on in if you want. I'll give you guys free sandwiches.
Yeah, please, I just need a sandwich.
Perfect.
And
Can
Maeve
Ban-
literally goes in and like sits on the counter. Is like so tired and worn out, even though she didn't do anything.
Even though Banabin is like very much hurt, she still wants to like shuffle over to the spider to see if it's at all possible to get the part of the spider that creates the spider web
Got it.
The
out.
sphincter.
Banabin's playing with some asshole right now.
What would that be under?
You're gonna make a nature check for me, my guy. And you better roll high.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's gonna be for nothing, and it's gonna be a little sexual.
11.
11. Yeah, not quite enough to like get a
Oh,
fun.
no.
You can figure out you can find the gland with an 11, but there's no way to like
Safely remove it.
safely remove it so that it can be used more. So you have the webbing, and you kind of learn a bit more about how this creature works, but there's no way to save the gland.
Benavin immediately
more.
starts to think about tinkering with some of her tools that she has, her leather workers' tools, to make fishnet gloves for Kira,
Aw.
Perfect.
and a little like t-shirt blouse breastplate thing for Maeve.
And
Perfect. Out of
Kira's in the
Spiderweb.
doorway looking at you literally paw up this dude's asshole. And she's like, oh my God, what the hell? That is so badass. And like, she used to think that you were a prep and you were a normie. And like, now she's like, whoa, maybe I should like, maybe this one has more depth to her.
Everyone in
She
this
just-
party is just actually just a weirdo.
Benavin screams over, Kira, do you like the color red?
Yeah, it's like the color of blood. Of course I do.
Good. And she just like, Benavin like takes part of the webbing and just like sits it in some of the blood. It just goes, all right.
I love
Just
it.
a bunch of neurodivergence in this fucking group.
All
You're
right,
kind of hardcore, Banabin. Not gonna lie about it.
Well, you know, when you grow up where I did, you just learn to use what you got.
Oh yeah, same. I grew up in the streets too.
Oh, I didn't grow up in the streets. I just
Oh.
didn't grow up here.
Oh, okay.
I'm not from, so hard to figure out how to say. Nord,
Hi.
do you remember how I explained it to you? How I'm like, not from here?
Yeah, from another plane, I'd assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember what you said specifically, like a fey realm of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a fucking fairy?
Not really. I'm
Oh.
bunny
okay.
folk, but y'all don't see too much of me around here. I
Nord,
kind of
Nord starts passing out sandwiches as you guys are talking.
I'm just like fully dogging down that sandwich. There is not a thought between Maeve's ears other than sandwich.
I kind of just fell out into here. And so, you know, back in where I'm from, we make sure that we use what we have. We try not to, there's a big old saying, waste not, want not. So we try to make sure that we prevent as much waste as possible. So using what we can, trying to salvage what we can. And then when I came here, y'all have some really fancy fangled tools and stuff like that. Stuff like that fancy doodad magic thing that Maeve and her family has.
Fancy doodad magic thing is my favorite.
So, I hope you like fish. I saw that you liked fishnet stuff. So
I
I'm
love
gonna
fishnets more than anything in this entire world.
I'm gonna try to make you something with this web. And she picks up the web that's just like dripping
Yeah.
in like coagulated blood.
That's so fucking hardcore. I can't wait.
Perfect. Cool. So you're going to start, you'll be working on that for a little while. We'll come back to that. If you want to take a short rest, like take a full hour, you can do that here.
Yeah, I didn't do one previously, so I have one to
Sure.
do.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Kira, you would have already spent your hit die, so you wouldn't have any more to spend at the moment until you take a long rest. Unfortunately.
Nice.
Feeling a little better?
Feeling a lot better.
Good, good, good.
Ate my sandwich, had a drink, heading out the door.
Cool. All right. So you guys head on out, start heading to the that epicenter. About a 5-10 minute jog, and you guys head on over there. So arriving, you find that there's just a litter of dead chitin bodies around. You see all your brothers have arrived. Everyone's been there for a little while because they went right there. Dom and Harry are at this massive hole in the ground where that explosion happened, and are currently looking down into it, and and kind of talking to each other, planning things out. And then the rest of the brothers are kind of like looking through the bodies, seeing if there's anything there. And then also just like setting up a perimeter to make sure that nothing else comes at them.
Well, it looks like y'all had fun.
Dom turns around and he's like, hey, welcome to the party. Been a while.
I mean, you sent us to the sandwich shop, so I got a sandwich.
You know what? That's fair. You got me a sandwich, though, right?
No.
What the hell? Come on,
I
man.
brought you a sandwich this morning. You weren't even home.
Fine. I'll
It's
go
not
home
my
and get
business.
it. Anyway, he turns his attention back to this hole. He's like, yeah, there's no way that's all of them. I mean, we're trying to figure out what were they planning? Why are they here? Obviously, they had access to some sort of explosive devices. This is a targeted attack. I think we need to send a team into the sewers, find out why they're here, and then just stop them from attacking us again. Like go to them, mount a counterattack, because otherwise this is just going to keep happening. I'm going to lead the team. He turns to everyone. He's like, hey, I'm leading a team into the sewers. Is there anyone who's going to volunteer to join me? You see Reggie immediately volunteers. Yeah, I got you, bro. But then Harry, before anyone else says anything, Harry interrupts him and he's like, dude, we can't go down yet. Everyone's injured. Everyone's exhausted. Going down there at half strength right now is going to be foolish as hell.
I mean, what makes you think that the sewers is the place to go? Like, clearly I missed something.
I mean, I'd assume that's where they came from. Like, the explosions happened, and then they were crawling out from underneath. When we got here, they were actively crawling out this newest wave.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Harry's like, listen, we should take the night, recover, and then we'll set out first thing in the morning. We'll set up a team, do whatever we need to do, take the night to prepare. The penthouse is only 5 minutes from here. We can have people watch while we keep watch on the hole, make sure that nothing happens, and then we'll go from there. Dom like takes a second. You can see that he's like rearing up to like just jump into the hole and go fight these things. But you see that he like stumbles for a second, and before you didn't really notice, but you do see like some blood and cuts and stuff like that. Like he is also quite hurt, just like everyone else. And Dom says, okay, fine. We'll spend the night, regroup at the penthouse. We're going to keep a rotation going to watch the breach through the night. And then he says, all right, Ricky, Hank, Benny, you're going to take the first watch, and we'll leave you with a sending stone. You just call us if anything happens. And yeah, and then he turns to you. He's like, all right, we're heading to the penthouse. Invite your friends or whatever if you want. And then he turns around and starts walking away.
And I like Maeve and Dom have a strained relationship anyway, just because he's the oldest and she's the youngest. So she immediately turns and like rolls her eyes at him like, who put you in charge? Literally nobody. Dad just died. And she's like mumbling under her breath, and she goes, if you guys need a place to stay, you don't want to go anywhere tonight, you can come back to mine. And she just turns and starts following the family, like hands in her pockets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who else is going to fix your armor?
Not me.
Seems like those boys don't know how to do it. Don't seem to even give two shakes of a lamb's tail.
True about that. They've got enough money to just buy new armor.
Well, then, why don't they buy you new armor?
I mean, mine's not that bad. I'm like self-consciously looking at myself like, it's okay. It's not bad.
It's super flattering. I'm just saying that you could use an update, not use some old hand-me-down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fighter, so.
Kira,
I
you
don't
coming?
plan on
I gotta
using it.
get your measurements.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Great. All right. So you guys start heading along. You see Maeve, you see your mother come over. She is covered in this green goo blood. You don't see a single cut on her, but she is definitely seen battle. And she comes over and she like pats you on the back and she's like, good to see you, Maeve. I'm glad that you made it through.
Ma, you need to take a bath. You're disgusting.
I can't take a bath. I got to feed all these people.
You cannot feed all those people with all that schmutz all over you. Ma, a quick bath. Just a quick one. That's so gross.
And you guys continue arguing as you continue down the road. It's nearby. It's like 10-minute walk. You guys get back to that apartment building, head into the penthouse. And Des, could you go ahead and describe what this penthouse looks like?
Sure thing. So we are on the 10th and 11th floor of this like apartment building. 10th, the main floor is like, picture like gaudy New Jersey style, like there's gold fixins everywhere, and like gold decorations. There's animal print rugs and things like that, and a lot of like glass tables and things like that adorned with gold. It's very tacky, like extremely tacky, but you can tell that like the Ashhelms have a lot of money but have like no sense of how to use it. Like they this is how they flex, is like, this is my fancy Jersey apartment. And so you come in and it's like the great room, and they've got a sunken living room, and then over to the left is the kitchen, and it's this huge kitchen that looks over onto the city.
Banabin is slightly concerned seeing the animal print rug, like looking around.
Oh yeah. And like honestly, it's vague enough of a rug where you wouldn't be able to tell what type of animal it is. Like it's not like a bearskin rug where you have the head of the bear. It's just the shape of a rug. So it's like, who knows what it was? But it's been in the family long enough that if you asked anybody, they probably wouldn't know what it was either. And then to the other side, if you went up the stairs, then it's all the bedrooms and stuff on the next floor.
Perfect. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you guys head on in. Everyone kind of goes to their respective corners of the apartment, and start to clean up, patch up wounds. You see that without taking a bath, your ma goes straight into the kitchen and starts starts grabbing food and whipping up a like hearty stew for everyone. And you see one of the brothers goes up and starts serving ale to everyone, so everyone's got a beer to relax with. And everyone kind of relaxes. You guys are given your own guest bedrooms, because they have several, where you can sleep by yourselves if you want to, and kind of be comfortable for the night. It seems like that Dom has already set up a rotation of people to go out and do things. He hasn't even mentioned that to you guys. Kind of left Maeve. You kind of noticed that he left you out of the watch rotation
as usual.
And he doesn't know you guys, so of course he's not going to trust you to watch the hole, for lack of a better term.
Watch the hole.
So you guys are settling in for the night. Is there anything else that you want to do before you jump into your long rest, before the morning when they are selecting a group of people to head into the sewers?
I just kind of picture Maeve like hanging around the family. Like if anybody was like observing her, she kind of like walks around in the background, or like sit on the couch and listen in on a conversation, but she's never really included in the conversation. They talk around her, as if she's like a piece of furniture. So she'll hang around for a little while until it's like dark out. She'll eat dinner with everybody, because that's what the family does. Like everybody eats dinner together, and everybody's drinking, and Maeve probably has an ale or two, and then just like quietly goes up to bed and doesn't say anything to anyone.
I think Banabin at the start would be kind of just looking around. She hasn't seen anything like this before, both in the Fey realm, Fey plane, and since falling in.
Yeah, you've definitely not really been around this kind of like gaudy wealth before. You know,
gaudy luxury.
Exactly. You've seen like rich in friendship and rich in family, but this is like rich of money, and it shows.
So she probably would spend kind of the majority of the time kind of working on those little gifts and things like that with the webbing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I need to roll any checks to see if it holds.
Yeah, let's make a tinkering check. It won't necessarily decide if it's... did I ever set up a tinkerer's check thing for you? It's just going to be intelligence plus your proficiency bonus.
Gotcha. 21.
Wonderful. That's plenty.
Huge tinkerer.
Yeah. Overnight, you're able to spend a little time. You get the proper measurements from Kira, and you make these blood red web fishnet gloves.
Just slightly sticky.
Yeah, and then you're making something for Maeve as well. Can you describe that to me? What you were thinking with that?
Yeah, so what Banabin has noticed about with Maeve is a lot of her garments, they look a little bit hand-me-down. Mm-hmm. Being the youngest, they're still very good, but she doesn't have anything for herself. So she uses the web as much as she can to make kind of a nice, flattering sort of like blouse that can easily also kind of be tucked under some armor to give a little bit more flexibility and breathability.
Great. Yeah, like the individual like scales and chains of her armor can be like attached to that instead of being their own attached thing. So it's a little bit more breathable, a little bit more thing. And then it also kind of the red of this sort of fishnet stuff or of this attachment kind of pokes through at moments and creates kind of like a cool accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
And
presents it.
she kind of is doing, when she's working on that sort of stuff, she's has the door to her guest room kind of wide open while she's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But then if anyone is paying attention, all of us, once she's done like finishing that, giving those up, her door will close. She like closes her door and is hard at work at something.
Mm-hmm.
And you can obviously tell she does not want to be disturbed. Yeah. There's a lot of noise going on. It sounds like a lot of metal and soldering and...
Yeah, it goes just, and you go just a little bit too late as far as like what's socially acceptable to be loud with.
Because she doesn't know. She's just like bang, 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 bang.
Perfect. I love it. Great. All right, cool. Kira, anything specific you want to do before you go for a long rest?
Not particularly. I think Kira is just gonna like shadow Banabin because obviously we're the two people out like that is not in this family.
Perfect.
But I'm not gonna
like standing in a corner drinking out of your red solo cup sort of thing.
Yeah,
watching.
But like what it's kind of like what comes to my brain is like in Twilight where like Edward is like hovering around Bella, and anywhere if Bella goes 2 feet, Edward goes 2 feet. But I'm trying not to make it obvious because I don't want people to know that I feel awkward. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to do this stealthily. So like not 2 feet away, but like Banabin will be sitting like on the couch or like doing tinkering stuff, and I'll be like in the doorway closest to her. That way, like, I can keep an eye on her, but also, like, doesn't make it look like I'm, like, trying to converse.
Perfect.
Can I do an insight check to see if Banabin notices?
Absolutely.
I'm doing deception.
Yep. Kira's doing deception.
A fucking 2.
I got a 10.
Hold on. What's my deception? A 4.
Nice. Fantastic. So, yeah, you do clock this. Up to you on how you react internally or externally.
I attempt to act like I don't notice.
Fantastic. Let's get another insight and deception roll.
Yeah, for long enough that I'm like, I can later on, if I'm like able to act like I don't notice, later on.
6 insight.
Nice.
I got a 10.
So you can't tell that she notices you noticing her noticing you.
Kara, you're very smooth with this. You're you've done this before. You know what's up.
So Banabin, before she goes to like close her door like fully, like she like sneakily she like walks over like she's leaving, and she looks at Kara and goes, "If you wanna watch me do my work on my project, you can."
Oh,
You don't have to ask, sweetheart.
Sure. I'll just chill for a little bit. Like, no big deal.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sounds good. Yeah. So you guys are in her room together as she's working on that project. Do you
No
wanna...
spoilers. I don't want to know what the project is.
Perfect. Sounds good. We can off mic if you want to reveal anything to Kira. You definitely can. Yeah, great. So you guys spend the
my
night.
ears plugged.
Kira, do you end up staying the night in Banabin's room, or do you go to your own separate room?
Definitely my own separate room.
Perfect. Sounds good. At a certain point, you excuse yourself. You're able
No,
to...
I do the Irish goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Just
leave.
get up and leave.
Banabin continues to talk to you after you've already left because she doesn't notice.
Can I do a stealth check to see if I can do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Do stealth. What's your passive perception? Do you know?
My passive perception is 13. However, I'm going to say it's probably less because she's so focused
Got it.
on this project that it's...
Oh, yeah, sure. Absolutely. What's our stealth?
Dirty 20.
Perfect. Yeah, plenty. She just stealthily walks out. You go a good hour before you notice that she's gone.
Banabin just kind of shrugs.
Yeah.
Just goes, all right.
Perfect. Cool. All right. So you guys spend the night. You take a long rest. And we'll be waking up in the morning for more discussions on what's next. Yeah, that's where we're going to end our session for tonight. Along with that, you guys are going to be leveling up to level 2.
Finally!
So when you wake up stronger, you wake up better than ever. And we'll chat about, I think, in our after show, which you can find on our Patreon at patreon.com/halfcasters. On our after show, we'll chat a little bit about what kind of new abilities we get at level 2, and just more about the episode. So if you want to... you at home want to hear us chat about the episode, feel free to head over to Patreon. Yeah, I believe that's everything. Anything else from you guys? We all good?
All good.
All good. All wonderful.
So peachy,
Fun
so
times.
good.
Make sure that you give us your money.
Oh, yeah.
And we love you. Thank you so much for listening.
We love you all. Bye.
Bye.